Good evening, everyone. It is Saturday night. I've decided to do this video a little bit earlier because I'm being a bit cheeky, and I'm going to venture out this evening to a club night to hang out with friends and catch up with people. I'm kind of feeling up for it today. I've had a fairly rested day, so yeah, why not? But what I thought I'd share with you today is a little bit about kind of keeping a mental positive attitude, how hard that actually is, and some of the challenges that I'm facing right now in remaining positive. Now, actually, faced with what I'm going through and cancer and scary, oh, we've got 3 months to live. Actually, do you know what? That's not the hardest thing to deal with at the moment. And kind of remaining positive and upbeat and like, yeah, do you know what? It's all good. I'm going to face it. Is fairly straightforward. Remaining positive for other people is fairly standard and fairly easy at the moment. And yeah, I'm still creating my bubble of positivity. That's still happening. And just facing each day and going, hey, we're going to deal with this and get over it. The most frustrating thing is when things happen that are out of your control. So at the moment, I can control how I feel. I can't control the diagnosis, but I can control how I respond to it. I can control how I respond to every day and meeting people and facing challenges. That's easy. Like, I've got full control. It's when there's things that I'm not in control of that happen that, quite frankly, just wind me up a little bit. And you're kind of thinking, do you know what? I'm trying to be really positive, but it's not helpful when there's these ridiculous hurdles that get in the way that shouldn't actually be that hard. And the big thing that's kind of happened today is did some maths. Now, for those of you that know me, I hate maths. I'm not good at numbers. But we had a little look at my medication and we realised that even though I was told that I was going to be sent home with 14 days worth of meds, it didn't happen. They forgot some meds to give me, and so it's on the list that they should have given me the meds, but they forgot to give them to me. Grand scheme of things, this isn't a problem. I should be able to sort it out. But we have discovered that I'm going to run out of some fairly significant medication tomorrow, which means I won't have any for Monday. Okay, so that's fine. I'm not going to let that get me down. We're gonna figure that out. So a phone call was made to the hospital today to say, you've messed up here. We haven't got any meds. I'm not having a go at you for it. It's one of them things. It happens. It's all right, but we need to sort it out. Because the plan of action is on Monday, I'm not going to be in Lincoln. It was going to be family day so that I can take Charlie away for the day. And there was a possibility of leaving on Sunday night, and we were just kind of figuring all that kind of stuff out. So the thing that's frustrated me is, well, first of all, having spoken to the doctor at the hospital ward, they basically said that we had to phone 111, the emergency number, and try and get a doctor to give me a prescription for some of the meds that I don't have. That's kind of happened, but frustratingly, they can only give me an emergency prescription for 1 day. I then have to go and book up an appointment with my GP, speak to the GP, and they will then give me a prescription for another month's worth or whatever, which is good, so that I don't have pain and can kind of function. Which is really good, and that's great that can happen. The frustrating thing is, it's just a bit frustrating because on Monday I'm now going to have to go and have an appointment with a doctor to get medication which I should already have, which they messed up on, and it kind of meets into my day that I was going to spend with Charlie. Now I know it's not the end of the world, but it's really hard work when you're trying to be positive and every day and go, do you know what? This is all good. I'm taking all this on the chin. Positive mental attitude is key, and that's what it's all about. It's really hard when little things like that happen. You think, oh, that's just kind of messed up my Monday, and it could very easily put me into a negative mind state. I'm not going to let it. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But easily, it could put me into a negative. I can't even talk. I've got brain cancer. That's my excuse. It puts me in a mindset where things just frustrate me, and it's like, oh, why couldn't it be easier? It should be easier. And the thing is, we know that kind of a positive mindset is key for good mental health and physical help. Physical help. So I think that there should be in my opinion, there should be a crack team in the NHS. Then when there's something that could possibly have a negative impact on your mindset, they should spring into action and help so you can get through that kind of little blip, that little hurdle. So that's what I'm going through it now. So waiting for kind of medication, which I don't have. So we've got to kind of go to the doctors. I think I've got to go. Yeah, I think I'm not sure. I've got to go somewhere tomorrow, sort out some meds, and then go somewhere on Monday and sort out some meds as well, which is just slightly frustrating. But okay, again, in the grand scheme of things, it's tiny. It's small fry. It's not a problem. Okay, it's just a little bit frustrating. But do you know what? We all have frustrating moments in our lives. We all go through stuff. And do you know what? Grand scheme of things, people, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling healthy. I feel healthy enough to go out tonight. I may regret that tomorrow. I'll tell you how it goes. I'm not going out for a big one, so I'm under strict instructions not to be out till like 3-4 in the morning. I'm going to do my best not to, but you never know. See, this is where I can play the dying of cancer card. If I need to be out late, so be it. We don't know how long I've got, so I've got to make the most of it. So yes, I will be out in town tonight. Obviously not drinking alcohol, because that will play havoc with the remaining meds that I do have. So that would be a really, really bad idea. Very excited about tomorrow. I've got friends coming up tomorrow from back home in Bournemouth. So very excited to hang out with them tomorrow. So yes, I can't go too crazy. So to be fair, if you're out in town tonight and you do see me and it's kind of stupid o'clock, have a word with me. Just say, Si, you need to go home. Be sensible. Because I'm not feeling very sensible at the moment, to be honest. I'm kind of thinking, well, who knows how long I've got. I have limited evenings and kind of clubbing opportunities available to me. So let's make the most of them. And let's capitalise on hanging out with people and having fun, living my life to the max, enjoying the time I have, which is all good. I have been putting together some bits and pieces for you today as well. I haven't thought about the faithful people that are kind of checking in into these videos, and thank you again for all the love and comments. I'm going to be putting some stuff. I spoke, kind of got deep the other day and kind of started talking about, God stuff and life after death and spiritual stuff, because the fact is it's not something we like to think about, but when you're told that you've got 3 months to live, you kind of you start thinking about kind of where you're at and God a little bit more. And I've had some fascinating conversations and with people, and had obviously some kind of fairly interesting thoughts myself. And actually it's quite interesting because I think it's one of those things where, like, generally, I'm not going to get too deep and start, talking about faith and things, but in life, okay, people either believe in God or they don't, which is fine. Some people would say they have a faith to various degrees in life after death and things like that. But actually, I promise, your perspective and your viewpoint on all those kind of things will change if you're told you have 3 months to live. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to change for the negative, and you're going to if you're completely kind of anti-God and anti-spiritual, that all of a sudden, you'll get on your knees and you'll turn to God, because you feel that that's what you need to do. It might happen, but it's certainly kind of sharpened, for me, it's sharpened my focus and my perspective, and kind of possibly changed my viewpoint on a few things. Yeah, I thought I'd share where my head was at, because again, I people watching my videos, you're in the unique position where you can hear me just chat about what I'm going through and what I'm thinking about when nearing death. And again, it's not something that a lot of people chat about. So yeah, I'm more than happy to share what's going on and kind of where my head is at, and just hopefully some interesting perspectives, and perspectives that some of you may have thought about before, but to be fair, may not have done. But don't worry, I'm not going to get all heavy on you, okay, and kind of turn it into the Simon Damon God spot. All right, I'm just going to share where my head's at, and if you're interested, that's great. If not, you don't have to watch my videos anymore. That's fine. Also, got an opportunity to spend some time with some great friends today, which is cool. Kind of chilling out, discussing the other very important issue in my life at the moment, which is obviously I've been told that I can't drive anymore, which is a bit of a problem because I like driving. But with regards to kind of cars, I'm kind of thinking, well, for the future, need to think a little bit about what Kate and Charlie are going to do about transport for the future. So I know way back in my first videos, I kind of did the whole, oh yeah, I'm going to see if I can blag a really nice car. Well, that's probably not going to happen because I can't drive it, and I'm being selfish. If I can't drive it, why should Kate get to drive an amazing car? But no, yeah, just looking at kind of possibly trading in the cars we have, and kind of essentially setting Kate up with a nice car, so that when I'm not around, I know that Kate is sorted for transport with Charlie, because that's quite important. So yeah, looking at setting all that kind of stuff up as well. So it's been kind of weird because I'm kind of car shopping, which is really fun, but I'm car shopping for a car that I will never drive. I'll definitely never drive it, and to be fair, I might not be around long enough to even sit in it, which is it's a little bit weird. I'm not going to lie, it's a little bit frustrating as well, because I'm like, oh, it's a really nice car. Oh, it'd be great to have that and cruise around in that, but Kate will get to benefit and Charlie will, but I might not. That's massively selfish, I know, but it's very bizarre buying a car for your family, but that you're not going to have. But yeah, I've been doing a bit of car shopping, which has been fun, and also just kind of, yeah, again, it's people don't talk about this and people don't think about this, but actually kind of looking at all the things that I can buy for the house, but not necessarily that I would benefit from. I might do, but looking at, well, do I get a better Sky TV package? Maybe. Would that be beneficial to Kate and Charlie? Possibly not. I mean, if I asked Kate now, would that be beneficial? She'd say, shut up. I'd much rather have you around than have unlimited Sky Sports and Sky Movies. That's not a priority. But these are all the kind of random little things thinking about. Also wanted to sort the garden out as well. So it'd be nice to leave a nice garden, and yeah, just get all those kind of things sorted while I'm around. That would be good. So that's what I've been doing a little bit today. But no, health-wise, feeling good, guys. Drinking lots of juice, which goes right through you. I tell you, it's kind of, yeah, my guts are, I'm healthy, that's for sure. But yeah, drinking kind of lots of juice and bits and bobs. Still on the weird and wonderful alternative cancer treatments. I don't know I don't know if they're doing anything. I don't feel better for it, but I don't feel worse. So we'll find out when we have some tests and things whether kind of those weird treatments have made any difference. And And yes, still waiting to hear from the hospital. So yeah, the drug slight mess up is a little bit frustrating, but we're on the case. And then just still waiting to hear. I'm still waiting to hear from the hospital as to when my appointment is to discuss treatment. So either it's one of two things. Either they've kind of looked at the results and they had the meeting, and they're kind of like, I know this is incredibly pessimistic, and my mother will kill me for saying this because she doesn't like me talking about stuff like this. But either they've looked at it and gone, to be honest, we're not going to start treatment. There's no plan because there's no point. Or it's just the bureaucracy of the NHS and timing, and they've just yet to get round to organise the meeting, and it's just logistically a little bit trickier. But it's okay. What will be, will be. I'll find out very, very soon where we're going to be at, whether treatment is going to start, whether they're going to start treatment or not. But I'm still smiling. It's all good. And you know what? Silver lining for today, how good is the weather at the moment, right? So, shaved head, right? I was slightly worried, thinking, oh my goodness, December, shaved head, freezing cold. How mild is the weather at the moment? It's brilliant. So I haven't even had to wear a woolly hat yet. So there you go. That's the positive message I'm going to put out there today. Haven't had to wear a woolly hat yet. Awesome. Good times. Well, have a wonderful rest of Saturday evening. I will check in tomorrow, let you know how I'm doing, keep you updated with where my head's at. But yeah, with regards to kind of positive attitude, it's quite tricky when other people around you are, not that they're being negative, and I do not, genuinely, kind of friends and family and stuff, some of them, I get that they're a little bit negative. They're coming at this from a very, very different perspective than I am. And I don't expect everyone, it's not compulsory to be positive around me, okay? That's not a rule, that's not a thing. But it's just hard when there's silly little things that happen with regards to doctors and things, and you're just like, do you know what? I'm trying to be really positive here, and you're making it really difficult for me not to want to shout at you or hit you. But I haven't done that yet, and I won't do that. I will remain positive. Hope to see you all very, very soon. Have a great Saturday evening, everyone. Bye-bye.